Kale's reputation as a legendary superfood might be so strong that it actually works against it. Most people think of the green health smoothies, the bland recipes, and all of that when they think of kale. But most people don't know all of the fantastic nutritional benefits of kale, and why it's so important to try to incorporate it into your daily schedule. Kale is the king of the healthy greens, and it not only has a ton of healthy compounds, but also some medicinal ones that can help you recover quicker and give your body added help against viruses. But we have sung the praises of kale enough, so here are 10 reasons why kale is a superfood, and why it's so good for you. Number 1, it's extremely nutrient dense. Not only does kale contain a variety of healthy compounds that are bound to make you feel healthier and more alert, but you can get a shocking amount of nutrients per serving, allowing you to absolutely stack proteins, nutrients, and minerals if you feel like it. The only vegetable that comes close to kale in terms of its nutrient-dense nature is spinach. But even within the leafy green group, most experts would still give kale the slight nod thanks to the number of different nutrients it has. Thanks to its incredibly low-calorie content, kale is able to pack in vitamins A, K, and C, as well as potassium, magnesium, copper, and a whole lot more. Eating a kale salad or blending it down to a juice makes a lot more sense when you learn just how valuable kale can be to our growth and development, from our muscles all the way to the bones that make up our skeletal system. Number 2, kale can help support your immune system. Of the advantages that kale gives us, perhaps none are more important than what it does for our immune system. One of the many health benefits of kale is its ability to work alongside our immune system to better protect us, which is why doctors of patients with damaged or compromised immune systems will often recommend eating kale to better protect themselves. When compared to fellow leafy green superfood spinach, kale absolutely blows it away in terms of immune system support. And that is thanks to having 4 times the amount of vitamin C per serving. Vitamin C helps to fight against toxins within your body, as does vitamin E, which is much harder to find in your grocery store than vitamin C. And so, it's good that kale is full of vitamin E as well. Number 3, kale protects against heart disease. Kale is one of the most common foods that people will juice, and that's because kale doesn't lose as much of its nutrients in the process. And juicing is actually a really good way to take in extra vitamins and minerals. People that have heart problems or people that come from families where heart disease is common often find themselves juicing kale or just eating it raw, as the leafy greens have been shown to take strain off of your heart, recent research suggests. Nutrients in kale, like potassium, have been found to lower acidity levels in the body, as well as help with inflammation and even high blood pressure. Eating or drinking kale have both been found to help bind to cholesterol and help to manage levels in people better than those who don't add the veggie to their regular diet. Number 4, it helps protect your eyes from degradation. One of the things that we recently have discovered about kale is that it may help you keep your natural eyesight for longer. Kale has phytonutrients, which may just help preserve your eyes and vision for longer. The 2 phytonutrients in kale, specifically lutein and zeaxanthin, have been found to help subjects who eat enough of them hold on to their sight for longer. But you're going to have to eat a decent amount of kale to gain anything from this discovery. The phytonutrients in kale help to limit the wear and tear that life can have on your eyes, and are good at helping people that stare at screens for long stretches of time from hurting their eyesight at the same time. We're still finding out more at the time of recording, but as of now, there is no reason to doubt kale's powers to help people keep their eyes working better for a longer period of time than what we had previously thought. Number 5, kale is the world's best source of vitamin K. Vitamin K is a very important vitamin that most human beings just aren't getting enough of, but that could change as long as you increase your consumption of kale. In the human body, vitamin K is most important to help with the response to injury, something that it can struggle with if vitamin K levels drop below a certain point. Vitamin K helps your body to clot blood around the site of wounds, and it can also be helpful in helping fight against heart disease and osteoporosis. The sheer amount of vitamin K in a single raw cup of kale is amazing, with more than 7 times the daily amount of vitamin K needed available in such a small amount. To think that eating a raw kale salad or even mixing kale into a dish that you enjoy can save you from having to take vitamin K supplements ever again is one of the many reasons why people consider kale to be a superfood in the first place. Number 6, kale may help in the fight against cancer. A lot of the compounds in kale are actually now thought to be pivotal in the fight against cancer, and a good natural remedy to help alongside treatment. In terms of preventative medicine, kale does a great job at helping the immune system have as many tools as it needs to help fight against cancer. And although the research has just begun in the last half-decade or so, there is a lot of reason to believe that one of the many benefits of eating kale is actually its ability to help us fight against the unpredictable disease. Although human evidence is varied and new, animal and test tube studies have shown that kale, as well as a few other leafy greens, may actually help significantly in the body's ability not just to fight against cancer cells that are already developing, but also in the body's ability to prevent it from happening in the first place. Number 7. Kale gives you the minerals you are probably lacking in. Kale does a tremendous job at widening your net in terms of what nutrients and minerals your body is collecting. And it is one of the best sources of plant calcium that you are going to find in nature. Not only can kale replace some of the foods that you are eating that might not be doing as much for you, but it can also just help make sure that your body is getting everything it needs without having to break the bank at the grocery store to do it. For example, kale is a great way for your body to get magnesium, something that research has determined most people are not getting enough of. Number 8. Kale should help your body shed some extra pounds. The nutritional benefits of kale allow your body to be able to let go of some of the things it maybe doesn't need as a result, and that can make it easier for you to lose weight. For one, kale is super low in calories, especially for something with so much to offer your body. And so eating kale instead of other worse foods along with daily or weekly exercise might show off better responses than eating worse but exercising more. Kale also has a little bit of protein as well, something that research has shown is incredibly important in losing weight and feeling healthier. Number 9. It can help protect bones as we age. As we start to get a little older, our body is going to have a harder time transporting and delivering nutrients that we need to keep going. If we continue to lean on kale, however, and other healthy foods, we can help to load up on these nutrients and give ourselves a better future as we age. Kale, like we discussed earlier, is one of the best sources of plant-based calcium out there and should give our body a better chance at building up strong bones and also at mending breaks and fractures as they occur. None of us wants to feel fragile as we get older, which is why kale is often the go-to choice for people with lactose issues that still want to maintain healthy bones as they age. Number 10. Kale can help with brain development. A good reason to give your children kale is that it is really high in folate, a B vitamin that is strongly linked to increases in brain development. Kale is often pushed by pediatricians and school lunch programs as a result, and is one of the most effective vegetables at helping the mind. There are a lot of reasons why kale is a superfood, but its ability to help stimulate brain development, along with possessing most major vitamins, is a huge aspect. It is a vegetable that can help children and adults in both developing sections of their body, as well as maintaining it as they get older, and making sure everything continues to run efficiently. Now that we know kale is a true superfood, what is your favorite way to introduce it into meals or snacks? Let us know how you do it down in the comments. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.